NotebookLM and Google Gemini both just released a bunch of brand new updates that can change everything, because now you can edit anything that you want inside of NotebookLM, and every single thing that you're able to create can now be customized. And when it comes to Google Gemini, they released a bunch of brand new features that are going to blow your mind. So let's dive into all these changes. So change number one that we need to discuss is going to be to NotebookLM. So if we actually come in here, what you are going to notice now is that literally every single thing inside of NotebookLM can be customized. Now, up until just a few days ago, a lot of these weren't customizable. For example, flashcards right here. You can now come in here and choose the number of cards that are going to create it. For example, fewer, the ease of difficulty, for example, hard, and things to actually try in terms of topic. We're going to say cover everything, even the really small stuff. And then what this will actually be able to do is generate cards based on that. And it's not only going to be that you could customize, because again, we could come into anything. For example, if we come into reports right here, we could actually choose what format we want these to be in. They could be a briefing doc, a study guide, a blog post. It's actually going to load up custom suggestions based on the actual sources that we have here. And this is pretty cool. For example, this is all about Alex Hormozi. So this goes through strategic growth frameworks, operational scaling playbooks. I'm going to click on this and let's see what actually gets created. Now, if we come into these flashcards right here, we can see that these have now been created. And another update that they released is if we click right here, this will actually go through exactly what prompt was used, what source was used, and we could actually click into each of these. And if we come over here, we could click on iterate, and what we could actually do is now change the prompt. So if you didn't like the output that you got, you could come over here and actually change that, which is pretty awesome. In addition to that, if we come over here, we can actually see that if we click on share, we could share these flashcards with other people. We could turn them into an artifact if we wanted to. And this is pretty cool that we're actually able to go through this. And this is crazy that this created 44 different flashcards right here. If we come back over into Studio, we can see that this report is still generating, but let's say that we wanted to do something like a slide deck. If we click into this, again, we can now actually come through and describe all of the changes that we want to it. Or if we come over into infographic, we describe all this and actually choose from all these different visuals. So basically NotebookLM is way more customizable today than it ever has been before, which is a huge upgrade. Now, the next update that we need to discuss is that Gemini is now going to be more relevant with location turned on. So what you can do, and you need to do this for each device that you're actually using Gemini on, is you can now turn on your location and it is going to give you better results. Now, I completely understand if you don't want to do this, but if you are asking it for like restaurant recommendations or hotels, or asking it specific questions about where you live, this is going to make it way more accurate. So I would suggest turning it on. In addition to that, the next change that we need to cover is that now images are going to be generated with Nano Banana 2. This is going to allow us to try things inside of a template. This is going to allow us to visualize anything or refine anything that we want, which is pretty awesome. For example, if we click on marble right here, we could click on choose photo and we could turn anything we want into marble. And one thing that you'll find about Nano Banana 2 is one, it's way better at editing things, and two, it's way faster than other models. And look, it now turned me into a marble sculpture, which is pretty cool. But again, you could literally use this to edit any type of image, to create any type of image, and it's pretty awesome. Now, if you want to get way better results from the images that you're going to be creating, for example, let's say that I wanted to make an image about a Ferrari F40. I could just put this in here and it will give me a fine image. But if I want to really get a professional image, what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to take this prompt right here. I'm going to come over into this Chrome extension that I have right here called the My Prompt Buddy Prompt Optimizer. This is going to allow me to do, as we can see, I could actually access this from inside of Gemini. So I'm going to come over here. I'm going to change this over to an AI image. I'm going to put my current prompt. My ideal output is a professional grade photo of a Ferrari F40 in red. And I'm going to click on optimize prompt. And now what this is going to do is this is going to give me a way better prompt than just typing in what I wanted. Now, most people are just too lazy to go through and actually think of something like this. So we have subject and scene, we have style and artistic influence, composition and framing, lighting and atmosphere, technical details, and negative prompts. Now, what we're actually able to do is we're able to copy this, and we can do this from directly inside of Gemini. And I want to show you the difference here. So look, this is what this made me. This is terrible. This is not what I wanted because I didn't tell it what I wanted. So now I'd be wasting my time trying to edit it, get it to remake it, where instead, had I just used my prompt buddy to begin with, I would have a real prompt right here. I'd be able to paste this in, and the result that we get is literally 100 times better. And now look, now we have the perfect image. Again, if I just left it up to Nano Banana, I would be lost here. I'd be stressed out. I'd be going back and forth. I would be so annoyed. But now look at this. We have a beautiful image for a beautiful car, and I can't wait for the day that I own one of these. Now, the best part about my prompt buddy is that if you go to the pinned comment below, you could get started with it today for free. This tool is going to help you get way more out of Google Gemini, and quite frankly, you'd be a fool to not be using this, because otherwise you're going to be going back and forth with it, wasting time and not getting the results that you want when you could just simply shortcut to the right answer. That sounds interesting. Go to that pinned comment below, get started with it today. In addition to that, if we come over into library right here, this will actually show us all the things that we've generated here, which is pretty cool, all of our different documents, and it just makes it way easier to be able to find things. In addition to that, another update you're going to find right here is now if you actually come into your settings, you'll be able to see all of your different usage limits. So you can see how much you've actually used on your today's limit, on your weekly limit, and if you need to, you could actually upgrade to get more usage. And as you can see right here, they're not charging an arm and a leg like Claude or ChatGPT are. It's actually incredibly reasonable where you could get 2 times the amount of usage for literally 49 cents a month. Honestly, not bad at all. In addition to that, if we come over into a new chat right here and we click on this plus, we're now going to see that they have way more things inside of here. For example, you could turn personal intelligence on or off based on this. In addition to that, you could add things from your drive. They have more types of uploads. So you could actually upload things from like your Google Photos or from notebooks. And this right here is personally just a way better experience because it allows you to be able to add in way more things, way more context that otherwise wouldn't have been there. In addition to that, they also released a brand new update around Gemini 3.5. So we can see here that you now have computer use with Gemini 3.5 Flash. Essentially what this means right here is you could use this to do things that are agentic or do things that are actually involving using a computer. And you're probably asking yourself, Rob, how on earth do I actually do this? So the way that you are actually going to do this is inside of an app. So this is really a huge update for developers right here. As we could see, it can now use its mobile environment capabilities and it can explore a bunch of different apps right here. This is all happening on its own, controlled by Gemini 3.5 Flash, which is pretty cool. In addition to that, actually turning this on is pretty simple. You're just going to copy and paste this code right here, and you could do all of this inside of AI Studio, which is pretty awesome. Now, the next update I wanted to show you here is actually going to be to Google Flow. And again, this is where things really get crazy. So now you can do maps, imagery, grounding right here. What does this mean? Your Google Flow agent can now generate images and videos grounded in Google Maps Street View. So you can give your scenes real world details and accuracy, whether you want to place characters in a local scene, you want to stylize a city landmark, or you want to reimagine your favorite neighborhood. This literally walks you through exactly how this works, and using this is incredibly simple right here. All you're going to do is come over here and tell it exactly what you want. If you haven't been in Google Flow in a while, you could see that this now looks completely different. If we click on tools right here, this literally goes through everything that we could do here in terms of images, everything that we could do in terms of videos right here. This goes through everything else that we could do in terms of prompting. This is really awesome. This literally has everything that you need right here in order to create honestly the craziest videos that you've ever seen. In addition to that, you could come over into My Tools right here, where you could actually build your own creative tool by just describing whatever it is that you actually want. In addition to that, we could come over here and see all the scenes we've created. We could actually create characters right here. We could upload them. We could add them from other projects, and we could actually use all the different image models inside of here. In addition to that, if we come over to all media, we'll be able to see anything. Now, if we come over here, we actually click on agent instructions. This is where you can add in specific instructions if you want your agent to be able to follow the same things over and over again. I would think about this right here as skills. In addition to that, if we click on this will allow us to actually do things like confirm before generating. It will always, I'm going to turn on never. We could actually choose the image generation default and what the model default is going to be. We could do the same for video generation and what's actually going to be used here, which is pretty awesome. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say, I want to reimagine Main Street, Bozeman, Montana. I want giant ants to be walking around. And then what this is going to do is this is actually going to go through. This is going to use maps to actually ground this to make it actually look like Main Street in Bozeman. And this is going to allow me to dream up this crazy scenario that I have here, which, think about it, you could use for a video, you could use for a movie, you could use for so many different things. Now this is actually going through. This is actually doing this right here using get geo grounding image function. It's actually using Nano Banana 2 as a model. It's going to create what the scenes look like. It's going to create what the characters look look like. Then it's going to put that all together, and this is actually going to create this for us. And this new AI tool allows you to create content, allows you to create avatars, allows you to create videos, you could create documentaries, movies. This right here is absolutely insane. Now, while this actually goes through and generates this, because this does take a little bit of time in order to generate, I wanted to show you a bunch of other updates that are actually coming to Google, but they haven't been released yet. The first one is going to be a bunch of different changes that are coming in NotebookLM. As we can see right here, we're going to get AI editing descriptions. So you're going to be able to use AI to actually write your notes. In addition to that, you're going to get personal preferences, which are going to allow NotebookLM to use your past interactions, for example, conversations, artifacts, custom instructions, to be able to better understand your preferences and tailor your experience to your needs. So basically, it's going to get more in-depth memory and personal preferences. In addition to that, they're also going to be rolling out Gemini desktop app for macOS that will get a new voice dictation feature called Speak to Window, which is going to allow you to work with any other app. For example, with just your voice, you could say something like, I want you to watch my emails, draft them, write documents, create images, and it will actually go off and do that in another window, in another screen, so that you don't have to leave where you're currently working. Also, for those of you that are interested in ChatGPT and Claude, these are the updates that are coming to those tools soon. Now, if we actually come back over here, we could see that this has gone through and this has actually done this. This has grabbed highway views, which is pretty cool. This has grabbed downtown Bozeman right here, which is pretty cool. Put these giant ants in here. And now what we could actually do is we could turn this into videos if we wanted to. So this went through and actually created the scenes. And if we wanted to, we could turn this into a video like all these ants crawling all over the place or infesting downtown Bozeman. But again, this is pretty awesome that it's now actually able to go through and grab different scenery, turn that into an image, and this makes things way more realistic. Now, if you enjoyed this video and you're using Claude, I would strongly suggest you check out this video right here that walks you through a bunch of brand new Claude updates that you probably haven't seen yet. And a lot of these are crazy. I'll see you over there.